DynamicCarStore.com to get the cars. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCarStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to the QPR Career Mode. If you're not all nice and caught up, then go and check out the playlist, then jump on back and welcome to today's episode. Today we are on the penultimate episode for this first season. Only 4 games left in the league. We are currently 1 point behind top of the table Bournemouth and we're looking pretty darn good for it, I have to say. We're in some decent form. Sadly, could only pull up a draw against Millwall after conceding late on. But we have got some pretty testing games today. We have got Watford, which is going to be a very, very tough one. And then we do have Rotherham. Rotherham at the bottom of the table, I think, trying to fight for survival. Obviously, Watford still trying to push into the top 2 if they can. Only 3 points behind us. I will double check what Rotherham are before I do them dirty and say they're fighting for the bottom of the table. They are. They're in 20th, so they're fighting for survival. But they are 6 points clear, so Rotherham are doing rather well. Barnsley, Luton and Coventry down there in that bottom 3 for those who are interested. The Chairboys up in 19th, because for me to see at least, I like seeing Wickham hopefully will be safe. But it's been a very, very interesting season. I have to say, I've been surprised by a couple of teams, one of which is QPR. I'm surprised that we are up there. But today, a win against Watford would be absolutely massive for us. Would really, really help us in trying to secure staying at the top end of the table. Obviously, we need Bournemouth to drop points at some point. And I'm just trying to see when and who Bournemouth are playing. They're against Norwich, away to Norwich the day after our game. So that'll be a really interesting game. I could really do with Norwich doing us a favour. Even if it's just a draw, I really could do with them trying to do us a favour there. So let's get forward. Let's start working our way towards that first game. And I guess I'll see you guys, unless anything pops up, at Watford. Okay, second against third. Watford against QPR. Third against second, I should say. Obviously, we are the team in second here. Another 5 at the blooming back. They've still got Delafeu as well, which is always a worry for me. But we're sticking with our basically our strongest team. Lumley in goal, Hammerline and Masterson, Dickey and Kakai at the back. We've got Todd, Amos, Ball and Bright Asaya Samuel, and then Kelman and Dykes leading the line. It's going to be a tricky game today. Obviously, 5 at the back is never a good one for me to play against because they are not good to play against regardless. But we've got to do our best to try and make sure that we really take this game to Watford today and try and beat them if we can. That's all I can try and do. 3 points today is huge. Obviously, we'd overtake Bournemouth for now. Can we do it long term? Okay, away to Watford is going to be one of the trickier fixtures of the season, really, if you think about it. It's a tricky place to go to in real life. And hopefully today we can do well at Vicarage Road. I'm really hoping that we can pick up the 3 points. Basically, every game from now has to be a real push at 3 points, as we can't rely on Bournemouth to drop points. We've got to really focus on us keeping winning games and picking up points as we go. So let's get into it, boys. Hopefully we can pick up the 3 points today, but we've got to play well to do so. We get the ball with Hammerline in here. We see Todd trying to make a run, but there isn't really much space in behind. And I've ended up losing the ball as I've tried to turn and then play it across to Amos. But they've got this ball forward now. We've now got to defend. And this is they take their time a little bit and then they play one decisive pass that then breaks us down very, very quickly. That is what we had in the first game as well. And it was a real struggle to get going against Watford. I'm fairly sure I'm thinking of the right game. The first time around, obviously, at the Kion Prince. They're knocking the ball around quite nicely. There's that through ball pass that tried to break us through, but thankfully we had a man equal to it in the face of Connor Masterson. There's the other pass. Lovely stuff there from Lumley. Good save. They're playing really nicely. We've just got to really try and get our foot on the ball and create our own chances, because if we let them get loads of possession, they're just going to knock it around until they get decent shots away, which obviously for us would be problematic. Oh, they've worked the ball through quite nicely here. Thankfully, he scuffed the shot. I have to say, I thought I had it covered right up until I saw Capu just kind of get that one extra step away from the centre-back. And I thought, hold on a minute, this is problematic. But thankfully, he really messed up the shot. But again, we're kind of relying on them not doing well rather than us taking the game to him here. Which actually now, this is a good chance to do so. Brightside Samuel going to bring this ball into the box. Bright is taking it quite close to the keeper. Really good tackle there from the centre-back. And honestly, again, I thought I had enough pace, enough time to take that extra touch in. Maybe I could have played the sweat, but oh wait, it was a goal kick. It's bounced back and hit Bright again. That's really unfortunate. I thought we had a corner there, but that's our first real chance of the game. We need to make more of those though. Don Ball's got the ball in a really nice place here. Going to set Kelman away. That's a lovely pass to Kelman. Kabasay is going to stand him up here. But Kelman does really, really well. Can he take it past this other defender? He can. Plays it into Bright. Oh, not quite. I'm really struggling at making the space here. I've tried to play it to Dykes earlier on, but Dykes kind of was in the wrong position, so I couldn't get the ball to him. Just then, I tried to get it to Bright, thinking it would maybe just get to him. But again, the centre-back's in the way. The 5 at the back is causing issues for me making these clear-cut chances. But we have to be really careful on the counter here as well. That's a lovely ball in. Can we get to that lovely header there from the centre-back? I think that was Conor Masterson. He's done very well indeed there to get that and keep it out. And maybe now we can make our own counter-attack again on the counter-attack against us. Lovely ball from Lyndon Dykes off to Ellis Todd. Ellis Todd is going to keep running here. Going to keep going. Plays it into Kelman. Lovely stuff. 1-0. Huge stuff there. I have to say, Ellis Todd with a really good pass. I was slightly worried that I'd overworked that and played the pass when I shouldn't have done. But Ellis Todd gets the assist. Charlie Kelman finds the back of the net. Good stuff to see. I wish he would be given a chance in real life and a chance to actually get into the squad and start, because who knows? We've got nothing to lose at QPR at the moment. I don't see why I wouldn't be given a shout and put in there. But lovely play from the boys. A counter-attack on a counter-attack against us, but we get the goal. That's the main thing. 1-0, an important first goal. Slightly against the run of play, but it's an important lead. Half-time, the goal came fairly close to that 45th minute. It was just in the 44th, so it's a good time to score. It's obviously just before half-time. Gives you that lead for the half-time whistle as well, so that's good to see. The other games, I think we're the early kick-off, if you get me, so the other games haven't started yet according to the running of how the game is going. I think for now we're going to keep the same team. We've got a week until our next game, so I don't need to make any changes in regard to fitness. The only thing will be in regards to how we're playing, or just fresh legs, just to keep the boys going. So I think for now what we'll do is stick with what we've got. One thing I might consider, if it's getting a little bit hairy and we're still not making many chances going forward, but they're making plenty of chances coming to us, will be that I will take off either Cameron or Dykes and bring in Cameron as a centre-back and play a 5 at the back system, just so we've got that real, solid line across the back there. But for now, I'm going to stick with what we've got. We've got no reason to change it. Main priority for the second half is the clean sheet. If we can get a second goal to boost that, that'll be very nice as well. So let's just go out there, keep this this lead that we've got, and if we can extend it at any point, then fantastic. But come on, boys, let's go. Done ball now. Going to play this out wide to Ozzy Kakai. Bright's going to make that run up against the defender, and he's beating Messina. There's no way Messina's catching him. Bright is too quick for him. He's going to whip that ball in there. Look who's there. Charlie Kelman. Oh, he just heads it wide. I thought he was going to do like that in FIFA, that stereotypical like sort of volley and hit it across. But mate, that was so close. Just goes wide of the post. That's a real shame. Oh, that could have been that second goal, that assurance goal we needed. Get the ball here with Todd. Todd's going to have to look inside and find Amos. Amos now just going to be patient, going to play it all the way up here to Kelman. He's going to try and find Todd again out wide. The ball's a little bit too heavy and it is going to go off the pitch. But we are making a couple of changes here. We're actually taking Kelman off and bringing on Ilias Chair. And we're taking off Masterson because he is quite tired. And we're bringing on Jeff Cameron as a centre-back. So I can't go with my 5 at the back plan, but I can go with a slightly rotated squad. And we're going to the 4-2-3-1. So Chair's going to play at Cam. Dykes is going to be the lone striker. And like I said, Cameron is going to sit in at centre-back. So just fresh legs, a slight change to formation just to bring in a couple of players again that are just going to be fresh legs on the pitch. So let's hope that these boys can go in there and just, keep up what we did in the first half and just stay a solid second half. That's all I can ask for here. But that's not a good start there. I've moved Kaká out of position. I thought Kaká was going to commit to the ball, but he didn't. Takes the strike. Good save there from Joe Lumley. An important save as well at that close post. But now they've got a corner coming in. We've got to try and see this one out here. Lyndon Dykes has beat the first post, but Lyndon Dykes does very well to bring that ball away and is just going to get rid of it. Play it up to Bright. And we see Ilias actually on a bit of a break here. Bright has made a fantastic pass. That pass is perfect. Lovely first touch there from Ilias as well. Ilias Chair takes a strike, finds that goal. The counter-attack of dreams, boys. We make it 2-0, and that honestly is the perfect counter-attack. That is what I like to call a smash and grab counter, because that was exactly that. That ball from Bright Samuel was absolute perfection. I said he's deserved the goal. Instead, he's got himself an assist. Ilias Chair, who's just made it onto the pitch, has got himself the goal as well. So that is 2-0 to us. 10 minutes left on the clock. Let's just see this game out now, boys. Come on. Got the ball here with Dunn out wide. This is going to be the last play of the game, surely. We're going to pop that ball into the box. Not the best cross at all there. I was hoping that would go all the way across to the back to Bright Samuel, but it wasn't to be. Surely that's going to be time, ref. There it is. Full time, 2-0. We played very well today. A bit of a counter-attacking performance, but again, I'm not too upset with that away to Watford. That's the kind of game you can kind of expect to play. They had a lot of possession, but we did well to weather the storm and keep them out of our sort of third of the pitch fairly well for a majority of that game. Limited them to very few chances, which is obviously how you're going to win games against a team like that. But we come away with a 2-0 win. Big stuff. We're going to be top of the table for now at least. Okay, so as things stand, we are 2 points clear of Bournemouth. Obviously, they have their game on the 18th, so I'm going to sim and see how they did. They picked up a draw. Norwich did as an absolute solid, which means we stay ahead of the pack by a point here. This is exactly what we needed. We needed them to drop points. They've done just that, a 2-2 draw away at Norwich. I will definitely take that. Now it is back in our hands. Rotherham has got to be 3 points. Okay, home to Rotherham, second game of the episode. 2-4-4-2 is going to battle it out today. We have gone with only a couple of changes. We brought in Bond for Kelman and brought in Kane for Aussie. And that is just, again, just a bit of rotation. A couple of players that obviously are technically higher rated than the people I'm playing. So I think it's fair to give them a bit of game time where possible. But again, this is going to be hopefully a confident game today. Can't have a game where we, bottle it against a team nearer the bottom half of the table. We have to make sure today we are ruthless and we pick up 3 points. Okay, here we are back at the Crown Prince. It's always good to be at home. I think I say that most times we see the Crown Prince Foundation Stadium. But today, it's got to be a game that we try and get those 3 points first against 20th. And you really have to think we are the favourites to win this because we are. We should be going out and really concentrating on 3 points today. Let's go and have a good performance. But let's go and get 3 points. Regardless of how good or bad the performance is, it's got to be 3 points for QPR today. Bright picks up the ball on the halfway line here. Bright is just going to power forward. He's going to try and find Ellis Todd, who just about gets it past that defender there. Todd is going to bring this ball into the box. We're going to try and find the head of Lyndon Dykes. We do just that. We don't get too many headed goals, but we got one there. Lovely stuff. He's beat Ihwekwe, I think is how you say it, in the back line there. And I have to say that is a fantastic goal from Lyndon Dykes. Very happy to get that header and very happy to be 1-0 up nice and early. Just settles the nerves a little bit, gets you in a good spot. And, mate, it's a good way to start. Like I said, we don't score that many headers. Normally, when we're putting crosses in, we're putting them low down. But that's a good stuff there from Lyndon Dykes. It wasn't Ihwekwe. I didn't see who that was, but Ihwekwe was nowhere to be seen there. Oh, he was way further behind. We beat Matic in the air. Lovely stuff from Lyndon Dykes. Love it. 1-0. Good start. Get the ball here to Todd. Todd's going to play it a little cheeky back heel to Don Ball. Don Ball's going to play it through to Lyndon Dykes. Lyndon Dykes is going to find the back of the net. 14 minutes in, we are 2-0 up. It's one of those games. Lyndon Dykes didn't score in the first game. He's already got himself 2 in under 15 minutes in the second game. It's just one of those games today. Lyndon Dykes is just feeling it and is just more than up for this. So we're just absolutely smashing it. 2-0 up, nice and early. Great start from the boys. This is the kind of performance we needed today. Macaulay Bond here is going to play it out wide to Bright Asai Samuel. Bright now is going to turn. Going to play it back into Lyndon Dykes. Not too long left now of this half. We're going to play it back up to Macaulay Bond. Bond is going to try and take the shot away. Good defence from the defender. Although we do win it back here. Done ball inside the area. Loses out, gets cleared, and that is going to be half-time. 2-0 up. Could be a little bit more, but again, it's been a bit of a scrappy sort of midfield battle. I'm losing the ball a fair amount, like through stray passes and stuff, and then they're trying to sort of make something, and then we make a tackle or an interception, and it's been a little bit scrappy in the middle of the park, so not too many highlights. But also, Bournemouth are 1-0 down at half-time to Swansea here. This is actually fantastic news. Watford also dropping points at Middlesbrough. This could be genuinely some of the best news we have had, because if Bournemouth drop points and if Watford drop points, we could almost be guaranteed going up, and we'll be a little bit ahead of Bournemouth. A bit of a safety net, which is always nice to see. We're going to just stick with the same team as it is. Again, I've got no need to make changes at this moment in time, so we're going to stick with. But yeah, let's just carry on. 2-0 up, looking good. Amos bringing this ball away here on a bit of a counter-attacking charge. We're going to play it inside to then play it outside here to Ellis Todd. Todd is going to try and play it to dumb ball, which wasn't quite the pass I wanted, but it does help us recycle this ball around a little bit here. Going to try and make it to Lyndon Dykes. Wasn't the best through ball. Nice bit of interplay. I have to say the pass from Todd to ball was a bit of a weird one, but it did almost kind of actually work out for us. But sadly, it did also kind of break down our attack a little bit in regards to the amount of players they did not have back. It gave them a bit more of a chance to get players back. But they've got a little bit of a counter-attack themselves. Smith here is onside. Our players are appealing, for an offside, but he definitely wasn't. But good defence there from Conor Marston and Dickey to get that one out of there initially. They have worked it back in. They're going to take another strike here, but Dickey equal to that one with a good block. And now Amos will help us get it away. Nearly 70 minutes on the clock. We've made a couple of changes. Pepe Ars and Dunn are both going to come on for Bright Asile and Macabon. So that is going to go to the 4-2-3-1. Our usual sort of little change of formation and stuff if we make those kind of changes. So Lyndon Dykes alone up top. Pepe Ars at cam. And Dunn as a straight swap for Bright Asile Samuel. Again, hopefully we can just keep the pressure on a little bit. An extra player in the midfield will hopefully just help me in regards to I keep making like loose passes in the middle of the park. So now Pepe Ars is sort of in there as that slightly deeper central player. I say deeper, you know what I mean. Instead of having 2 up top, we've got 1 up top and then a man just behind him is what I'm trying to get at. Hopefully that helped me keep possession a little bit and work the ball around a little bit better. And here Dunball finds Pepe Ars Not the best shot, but a good example of playing the ball around nicely. Amos going to play the ball to Dykes here. Dykes going to play it through to Pepe Ars. Pepe Ars now through one-on-one. Not quite. There's a player in the way, but he does get it past him and does find the back of the net. Pepe Ars pops up every now and again with those cheeky little goals. I have to say, he obviously doesn't start that often and obviously doesn't get that many minutes, but Pepe Ars has done incredibly well there, coming on off the bench and not being on the pitch for too long. Lovely assist from Lyndon Dykes as well. Good strike. The defender couldn't quite get there. Hit the post and went in. Blackman was never getting to that one. But Pepe Ars gets himself another goal in the league. 3 so far this season. I'm very, very happy that Pepe's doing as well as he is. So lovely stuff. 3-0 as well. Should be comfortable from here. They're working the ball slightly into the box here. Oh, mate, honestly, I have to say, Luke Amos today has been everywhere. He's been working his way forward. He's been back defending. Luke Amos has been phenomenal in the middle of the park today, and I have to really commend him for that because he has been probably, I mean, even bearing in mind that Lyndon Dykes has got 2 goals and an assist, I'd still have a Luke Amos up there for potential man of the match. He's been that good. Ball here to Pepe Ars. Pepe Ars is going to turn. Going to play it backwards now. We find Amos. Amos, mate, you know what? You deserved a shot. You're going to have one. And he's found the back of the net. Mate, Luke Amos, out of nowhere, just thumps that ball towards that goal and finds a beautiful strike to make it 4-0. I have to say, we've been relatively dominant, but we haven't actually made too many attacks and really pushed the keeper too often. But the 4 things he's had to do, he's done very poorly, and Amos makes it 4. I was not expecting Amos to score that, I have to be honest with you. Lovely strike from Luke Amos, and it's a goal that he's deserved because, like I said previously, he has been absolutely fantastic today. There you have it, end of the second game. We beat Rotherham fairly comfortably 4-0, and I have to say it was a deserved result. We did play very, very well, and exactly the kind of result that we needed. We needed a dominant display today, and we got exactly that from the boys. So very, very happy indeed. I have to say, very impressed with the squad, and they've done very, very well. Ihekwe, keep you know, being friendly to our players, because I ain't gonna lie, a player that I wouldn't be too upset with trying to bring in at some point in this if the need is there for another centre-back, although we do have more centre-backs coming in, don't we? So, regardless, the main thing is a very convincing win, a very good win. Now we have to see how Watford and Bournemouth did. I have to say, slight spoiler alert, last time I saw the results thing popping up, Watford I think was 3-1 up, but I don't know how Bournemouth did, so we'll find out. Well, I can tell you categorically, Bournemouth just lost 2-1 against Swansea. That's really good news for us. Well, there you have it. Still 6 points clear of the playoff spaces in Watford. And we are now 4 points clear of second place Bournemouth. What is our goal difference looking like? Okay, right. I'm just going to say this right now. With 2 games left and a goal difference of 21, I think we're guaranteed promotion. I'm fairly confident that we are guaranteed promotion here. We still have to win our next game, which is away to Reading, which is a real bogey team for us in real life. We still have to win that to guarantee winning the league. But, and it is a big but, we can pretty much safely say that next season we will be playing in the Premier League, which is absolutely fantastic news for us. And I think, honestly, it's been a bit of a shock that we've managed to do it. But I'm very, very happy with the boys. They've done very, very well to secure that. And I'm genuinely chuffed. Like, I am genuinely chuffed. With 2 games left being Reading and Blackburn, I'm very, very happy indeed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way to the first of the month and have a look at the youth scout and see how the youth players that we are potentially looking to bring through are looking. So I'll get there very quickly and then we'll look at that to round the episode up. Okay, so going to have a little look at the squad report that we've got coming in here. Obviously looking for a Moroccan playmaker. Fatih Ahmed. Okay, one second. Okay, Idris Yassin looks decent in regards to his end rating potentially. His starting rating is very low. We've got Nadia, who's got a low starting rating and not a massively desirable finishing rating. And then we've got Zouabri. Looks kind of middle ground, but I'm going to get rid. But Fatih Ahmed, 54 to 72, could be a really good starting potential. 1.2 millis worth as well, so I'm going to guess he's like mid-60s. And then 76 to 94 potential. I think Fatih Ahmed could be a really good pickup here, so we're definitely going to pick him up and see what he is looking like. So that is the end of that sort of squad report as well, so we're going to have to go and find this manually here. But that's a really, really good player for us to pick up there. Very, very happy indeed. Where is my man Fatih Ahmed? He's 61 rated. Okay, that's not the end of the world. It's a little bit low, but with a whole new season ahead of us, we've got a whole season to obviously loan him out and get him some game time as well if we were to call him up, because he is 17, so I probably will call up him and Ilyas Hassini, get them both loaned out and hopefully get some game time while we're hopefully kicking it amongst the big boys in the Premier League, which will be good to see. But, mate, that's a really good little pickup. We've got a good left mid and a good cam coming through, both obviously with a max potential of 94. Plus, we have the right mid. We've brought in some good Moroccan boys here. We've brought in some good blooming Moroccan players. We've got a right mid, a cam, and a left mid all ready to absolutely wreak havoc in this side. But that is going to be the end of today's episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, then please do leave a like on the video. It really does help me out and lets me know that A, you're enjoying the series, and B, obviously helps the channel out a lot with pushing the content out there. Of course, if you're new to the channel, then please do consider subscribing and make sure you turn on notifications to be told anytime that we upload a video or indeed go live with a live stream. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully you guys have a great New Year's, as I'm fairly sure this is coming out on New Year's Eve, so have a fantastic and safe New Year's Day. Much love to you guys. But I've been Tom, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'ma read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know.